Medicare Open Enrollment starts October 15th, and if you miss it or mess up, you could be stuck with the wrong plan and paying way too much for an entire year. So grab your coffee, settle in, because I'm about to walk you through everything you need to know about Medicare Open Enrollment for 2026. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is Medicare Open Enrollment? Think of it as your annual do-over period for Medicare. It's the one time each year when you can make changes to your Medicare coverage without having to qualify for any special reason. You can switch from Original Medicare to Medicare Advantage, from Medicare Advantage back to Original Medicare. You can switch up your Medicare Advantage plan. You can add or drop prescription drug coverage, or you could completely change your Medicare strategy altogether. And open enrollment is great because your health needs change, your medications change, your doctors might change, and your budget definitely changes. Open enrollment is your chance to make sure your Medicare coverage is still working for you, not against you. So mark your calendar because this is crucial. Medicare Open Enrollment runs from October 15th through December 7th every single year. That's less than 2 months to make one of the most important healthcare decisions of your life. And any changes you make during this period take effect on January 1st of the following year. I see so many people procrastinate on this, so please don't be that person. But by the time December rolls around, you're competing with everyone else for appointments and you're stressed and you're anxious. Start early and you'll have time to really compare all of your Medicare options. And if you're already enrolled in Medicare, whether that's Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, or you have a prescription drug plan, open enrollment is open for you. This applies whether you're 65 or 95, whether you've been on Medicare for 1 year or 20 years. But if you're new to Medicare and just turning 65, you actually have your own special enrollment period that's separate from open enrollment. And I'll touch based on more on that in 1 minute. But first, why is Medicare Open Enrollment so important? This is where I need you to really pay attention because this could literally save you thousands. I had a client last year who was on Original Medicare and was paying a significant amount of money to see specialists that didn't even accept traditional Medicare. He was spending $5,645 a year. That's $470 a month during open enrollment. We found him a plan with better coverage, more benefits, so all he had to do was pay the Part B premium and his copays for doctors and specialist visits, bringing his grand total for the year to $2,880 in healthcare costs. That's over $2,700 he saved in 1 year just by taking open enrollment seriously. Your health changes, insurance companies change their benefits and their costs, and new plans become available in your area, and medications get added or dropped from formularies. If you're not reviewing your coverage annually, you're almost guaranteed to be overpaying or undercovered. Before we dive any deeper, hit that like button if this is helping you out. It really helps me know what kind of content y'all want to see more of. Now, let's talk about the 3 main enrollment periods because there's more than just open enrollment. You also have the initial enrollment period. This is for people who are new to Medicare. It starts 3 months before your 65th birthday, includes your birthday month, and extends 3 months after. So that's a total of 7 months to get enrolled without penalties. You also have open enrollment, which is what we've been talking about, and it runs from October 15th through December 7th every single year for people already on Medicare. You also have the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period. This one's lesser known, but still super important. It runs from January 1st through March 31st, but it's only for people already in a Medicare Advantage plan. You can switch to a different Medicare Advantage plan, or you can drop back to Original Medicare during this time. And here's something that trips a lot of people up that I work with, the 6-month rule. When you first enroll in Medicare Part B, you have a 6-month guaranteed issued period for Medicare supplement insurance. These are also what's called Medigap plans. And during this time, insurance companies cannot turn you down for a Medigap policy regardless of your health conditions. And this is huge because after the 6-month window closes, you might have to answer health questions to get supplemental coverage, and you could be denied or charged higher rates based on your health. Comment below and let me know, did you know about this 6-month rule? Because a lot of people that I work with miss this window. So can you enroll in Medicare at any time? Short answer, no. You can't just enroll whenever you feel like it. Medicare has specific enrollment periods. However, there are special circumstances that can trigger what's called a special enrollment period. And here are the 3 big ones that I see most often. The first is if you lose employer coverage. If you've been delaying signing up for Medicare because you had employer insurance or you were covered underneath your spouse, typically get 8 months after that coverage ends to enroll without penalties. But if you'd like to enroll in a Medicare Advantage or prescription drug plan, you actually only have 63 days to do so. The second is you move outside of your plan's service area. If you move to a new state or even a new county, you might qualify for a special enrollment period to choose new coverage that's available in your new area. And the third one is you qualify for extra help. If your income or life circumstances change and you become eligible for Medicare's Extra Help program, you can make changes to your prescription drug coverage. And there are, of course, other scenarios too, like if your plan gets discontinued or if you move into a nursing home. But these 3 are the most that I see. So what happens if you miss your enrollment? This is where things get expensive, and I hate seeing people learn this the hard way. If you missed your initial enrollment period when you first become eligible for Medicare, you could face late enrollment penalties that last for as long as you have Medicare. For Medicare Part B, you'll pay an extra 10% of the standard premium for every year you were eligible but didn't enroll. So if you wait 2 years to sign up, that's an extra 20% on your premiums forever. And for prescription drug coverage, it's 1% of the national average premium for each month you were without those coverage. These penalties add up fast. If you miss the October 15th, December 7th window, you are generally stuck until the next open enrollment unless you qualify for a special enrollment period. And the one exception is if you're in a Medicare Advantage plan. You have that second chance during the Medicare Advantage open enrollment, which, remember, it runs from January 1st through March 31st every year. Here's what scares me the most. I see people every year who just assume their current plan is still the best option. They don't review it, they don't compare it, they just let it auto-renew like it's Netflix. But here's the reality. Insurance companies change their benefits, their costs, their provider networks, and their prescription formularies every single year. What was once a great plan last year might be a terrible plan for you this year. I have clients this year whose PPO plans are being discontinued in their area, and so we absolutely need to shop and find what works best for them, or they could lose the freedom to go to their current doctors. We can totally fix this during open enrollment so that their care continues without interruption January 1st. If you take no action during open enrollment, your current coverage will automatically renew for the following year. But remember, the plan that renews might look very different from the plan that you had this year. Your premiums might go up, your deductible might increase, your favorite doctor might not even be in the network anymore, or your medication might not be covered the same way that they were this year. Look, I've been helping people navigate Medicare for years, and I've seen the good, and I've definitely seen the bad. The people who take open enrollment seriously and review their options every year, they consistently get better coverage for less money. The people who ignore it, they're the ones calling me in February wondering why their prescription costs went through the roof. This isn't just about insurance, it's about your health, your peace of mind, and your financial security. You deserve coverage that works with your life, not against it. Here's what I want you to do right now. I mean right now, while you're still thinking about it. Grab a pen and write down 3 questions you have about your current Medicare coverage. Maybe it's about your prescription costs or your doctor network, or whether you're getting the best value out of your plan. And then please comment those questions below, because I read every single comment, and your questions help me create content that actually helps people like you. The deadline is December 7th, and that's going to be here before you know it. Don't wait until the last minute when you're rushed and you're stressed. Whether you work with me or another licensed insurance broker, the important thing is that you take action and advocate for yourself. Remember, Medicare is not one size fits all. What works perfectly for your neighbor might be completely wrong for you. Your health conditions and your medications and your doctors and your budget, it all matters in choosing the right plan. I'm Callie Navrides, and if you want personalized help navigating Medicare, I'd love to help you. Call me or schedule an appointment, and I'll review your current coverage, help you understand your Medicare options, and make sure you're getting the best possible coverage for your situation. My services are completely free, and you get honest guidance from someone who genuinely cares about getting you the right coverage. And Hey, if this video helped you understand Medicare Open Enrollment better, do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps other people find this information when they need it most. And be sure to drop your Medicare questions in the comments below because I love hearing from y'all and your questions inspire my future videos. And after that, click right over here to check out my next video on more expert Medicare tips like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.